Well, I'm here alongside Fox 11 Prep Expert Doug Ritchay. And Doug, you are the expert. How many divisions of high school basketball are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There are 5, and how many teams do we have heading down to state this week?
We're quicker this time, 5.
Look at this.
That's pretty good.
Can't do much better than that. Got
No,
a team
that's
from
pretty
Northeast
good.
Wisconsin represented in every one of the divisions, and we're taking a look at them right here. Oshkosh North in 1, Kaukauna 2, Brilliant 3, Oshkosh Lourdes 4, and Sheboygan Lutheran in 5. Doug, already I've made out pretty well.
Yeah, 2 from the FBA, 2 from Oshkosh, Brilliant, Sheboygan Lutheran. It's going to be a fun tournament.
Let's go through them. Starting in Division 1, Frank Chute, 500 career wins for him. Now a trip to state to go with it. Doug, they've been a good team through the postseason.
Yeah, they have been, and people will look at their bracket. They didn't have a giant in their bracket. They took advantage of it, played good basketball. First trip to state since 2009, and now they get Milwaukee King.
You can see the shooting outside. They play good defense as well. Spartans, they end up 53-44 winners over DC Everest. They're going to Madison, understandably pumped.
It's amazing. It's like a dream come true. It's what we all earned, and that's what we worked for. We worked hard for this. We said they would make runs, and we told them we just had to get through it, and we're going to make runs right back at them. We knew we have length, but we got to bring energy with it. With energy comes then stops, and that's how we got it.
Yeah, the energy came through, and a lot of the supposed experts out there, maybe not you, kind of penciling in Germantown and maybe Milwaukee King into the final. Is that something Oshkosh can overcome?
I penciled that in, actually. And you know what? A few years ago, North went down and played Milwaukee, Washington, ranked 1 or 2 in the state. They beat them. You got to play these games to find out. Otherwise, you just put King and Germantown in the finals. But Germantown Memorial is going to be really good. If De Pere won that game, that would have been a rematch of the D1 state title game last year.
This is Friday, 6:35 after that one. That's when Oshkosh North plays. And speaking of De Pere, they were in Division 1. Slightly different result in their sectional final game. I mean, you had Indiana coach Tom Crean there taking on one of the best teams in the state in Germantown, Doug. Yeah,
Crean obviously there to see Luke Fisher from Germantown, and maybe to see you, because you were at this game, correct?
I was.
Yeah.
You didn't say hi, but, well.
He's in a bad mood after losing to the Badgers.
Understandable. and De Pere, maybe not in the greatest mood either. They were underdogs against Germantown for sure. But underdogs or not, the Redbirds had their sights set high on state.
It's obviously down. We were upset. We thought if we came in and executed our stuff, we would have a good chance at winning. And we played well. I mean, we're upset.
I thought our defensive effort was probably good enough to get us a win. We just couldn't find the ball in the basket enough. You know, we didn't get to the free throw line enough.
You know, a rough end of the season certainly for De Pere, but they can be proud, and they saw some guys in that game, Brevin Pritzel, who's promising for the future.
Yeah, you know, they're 24-0 against teams not named Germantown. So De Pere's really good. Germantown's just a little bit better, and we're not going to hear – De Pere's going to be back. You know, sure, the seniors are gone, but that's a program Brian Winchester has going in the right direction.
Well, speaking of a team that's back seemingly year after year, Kaukauna, a reliable power in the FBA, trying to get over the hump this season, get down to Madison.
Yeah, Kaukauna, one of the better teams in our area, period. Division I, Division II, great defense, and some pretty good players like Jason Miller.
And their Lone State tourney appearance back in 2001, they took on Plymouth in the sectional finals and really kind of cruised.
Yeah, you know what? When Kaukauna gets ahead of you in the way they play defense, and they can milk the clock if they want, they're really hard to play against. And then you got Raleigh Vanderweist and company hitting three-pointers. They get it going. They're really difficult because they slow the pace down and make you work on offense.
And this trip down to state for Kaukauna, they love it. It's been a long time in the making.
You know, it's not just about, you know, this game. It's about what happens, you know, months, you know, years in advance, you know, to prepare to get to this position. And then when you're here, just, you know, with all that preparation, you know, you just want to do the best you can when that opportunity presents itself.
It's amazing. I don't even know what to think right now. It's a dream come true, and that's just what we've been working for the whole season, and it's awesome.
Yeah, Jason Miller, like you said, Doug, talented player, Kaukauna and DeForest. That's Friday at 1:35. What do you see out of this bracket?
Kaukauna, I originally picked them to get to the state championship game, and they're playing well enough to get there. The bottom section, Onalaska is really good, but again, it should be interesting. Kaukauna, if they're good enough, they can compete with anybody.
All right, let's go to Division 3 now, and it's been a weird week in Division 3. We only have a couple seconds here, Doug, but can you kind of wrap up the whole Little Chute Xavier situation? Just, again, a couple seconds.
One word, crazy. How about that?
Long story short, we'll put it in the box. Xavier beat Little Chute. Xavier used an ineligible player in that game, so Little Chute lost. They were brought back in, so they end up in the sectional final, taking on a brilliant team that really did not want to hear any more about Little Chute, I guess.
And this all happened in one day.
Yeah.
Xavier got knocked out, Little Chute got put back in, and got the sectional final.
Well, brilliant. They had their girls team there, very talented, supporting them. And Little Chute, we've been talking about them. They got the talent with Kenneth Lowe. They came back in, they got the second chance, but Brilliant's the one taking advantage.
Yeah, I was at this game, and to me, Brilliant, the difference was Eric Kittle right there and Trevor Kuzneski. The guards really handled Little Chute's defense, and I thought Little Chute's guards didn't handle Brilliant's defense, and that was big.
Able to contain Turner Bots in this game. A low-scoring game, 39-35. Kittle's crew wins.
Well, it's just awesome. These are guys, you know, that I think that just really represent us well. They're good basketball players, but I'm even more proud of the kind of people that they are, the way they carry themselves. I couldn't ask for a better group to take and represent our school, our community, our Olympian Conference, and our area of the state.
All right, so wake up early, I guess, if you are a Brilliant fan. If you're driving down to Madison, that's Friday, 9:05 start. And Brilliant kind of maybe a surprise run to Madison, maybe not to the Lions, but can they keep it going?
I think so. I really like the way they play. And the way they defended Little Chute and Turner Bots tells me Lodi or any of the other teams have a 20-point score, Brilliant can handle them. And you know what? Why not play at 9 in the morning? How much are you going to sleep the night before?
That's fair. And then, hey, you got the rest of the day off.
That's right.
You watch some basketball, do some scouting if you win.
Yep.
Let's go to Division 4 now, Oshkosh Lourdes. They've been really consistent all season. In the sectional final, they got a team in Amherst that was just a 5 seed starting out the tournament. So you'd think, you know, the Knights would be a favorite, but it ended up being a really close game.
Yeah, when you get to sectional finals, it doesn't matter what your seed is. Everyone's playing well, and we saw that here.
Knights got their scoring down, a lot of it inside. They did that all season, playing a little bit of defense there. But all over the place, that scoring inside, big factor.
Yeah, it is. A lot of teams don't have great post players, and if you can score with your back to the basket, I think that's an advantage because it seems like every team can shoot threes.
Now, at the end of this game, it was Mike Hartenbach for Oshkosh Lourdes, had a big block right there. That was huge for the Knights, keeping that lead. They end up winning a close one, and hey, they're moving on feeling good.
You know, we've busted our tails ever since we were in elementary school, and the guys and I have been talking about it for the game. We've worked so hard. We're such a great, class in general. We've got great chemistry, and it's just a sensational feeling to have my boys and my team, my fans, and our parent supporters to have our backs and everything. It's a great feeling.
Oh, what a great image right there.
Yep.
I mean, that's really what this time is all about, and you got to love that. What you might not love is seeing some big-name teams,
Yep.
Dominican, Cuba City on the bracket. Those are some obstacles, let's say.
Yeah, Oshkosh Lourdes hopes they can smoke the Cubans on Thursday. Put it that
nice.
way.
but those are some good teams.
Cuba City's really good, Dominican's really good. But again, let's play the game and see what happens.
That's why we play them. All right, let's go to Division 5 now. And when you're talking Sheboygan Lutheran, it really begins and ends with Sam Decker, one of the top players in the state. You can make an argument, one of the top guys in the country, all kinds of accolades for him.
Yeah, he should be probably Mr. Basketball, even though he's a Division 5 kid. He's just that good. But believe it or not, he's got other teammates on the team, too. It's not just Sam Decker.
Okay, well, and we
find out.
We saw them all in action. I mean, Sheboygan Lutheran just really been rolling it. And when he has the other teammates, for sure, it's a very talented team. But when you got Decker, you got a guy with that kind of size, it's tough to beat, especially in Division 5.
What it does is everyone is so concentrated on Sam, it leaves other guys open. I saw Sam play earlier this year, and he's terrific. And when you're that good, it makes other things easier for your teammates.
Ooh, wouldn't you like to be able to do that? Throw down a dunk like that?
How do you know I haven't?
That's a great point. Maybe anyway, Sheboygan Lutheran, they certainly have thrown down the dunks. They are state bound, Division 5.
You know, it's a dream come true for every kid to go to state, and I just wanted it for our guys because they do work hard, and it's a long journey, and now we still have a little bit to go, but to get there is just fantastic.
Just can't wait to get down there. We've worked so hard all year for it, and finally get down there and get those end results. Hopefully we have 2 more games, we can win a state title.
This is a Thursday start for Division 5, also is for Division 4. I might not have mentioned that a moment ago. Sheboygan Lutheran, they get McDonald Central first of all. What should they be looking for?
McDonald Central should be looking for number 1.
Oh,
that'd be Sam Decker. We're seeing Lutheran, very good team. But you know what? If Decker can't be contained, Sheboygan Lutheran can win this.
And he can get some experience in the Cole Center, which
is
good.
Maybe he'll just stay there and go start going to school in Madison right away.
It's an option for him. All right, let's go over to the girls' side. Regionals in the books. We're heading to sectionals. A lot of teams still alive from Northeast Wisconsin. Anybody particularly standing out through the through regionals?
Well, New London won 2 games by a total of 106 points.
Ooh,
how about that?
That stands out. We got a lot of good teams. We see De Pere right here. De Pere with a nice win over Preble.
Yeah, this was a gutty win. De Pere was down 6 in this game, and then Atlanta Cotter hit a big 3 there. They had another 3, and they ended Kenzie Pertu's career.
A lot of good teams from our area, a lot of good girls teams. The list of regional champs, this will be teams that are still playing, goes on and on and on. Anybody a surprise in here, Doug?
You know what? Not really. These teams are all really good. They've been really good all year. Obviously, there's some teams. DePure's been rolling. Notre Dame has a good shot. New London, obviously. Algoma, Lourdes. Brilliant-Kewanee this week is going to be a huge game. I don't want to knock off Xavier yet, but I think if the Brilliant-Kewanee winner ends up in Madison, now Xavier has got a little feel for the fire.
Understandable. we got some real good sectional semifinal matchups coming up this week. You mentioned De Pere. They're taking on a good Kimberly team that's going to be at Ashwaubenon. I'm sure expect a lot of fans there. And you mentioned Brilliant and Kewanee, some good games.
Yep. Kewanee obviously was there last year. Brilliant, Kylie Moxie. There's a shot there. Algoma Lourdes, two of our better teams. Forget about the division. They're two of our better teams, Division 4. That's going to be quite tasty in Seymour, I think.
We're talking girls basketball, talking boys basketball, everything in between on High School Game Time, Wednesday, 10 o'clock on CW14. Make sure to set your DVRs now, adjust your social calendar. Doug will be here, I'll be here, talking all things high school sports.